Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world, and welcome back to another episode of Sparkstember. Third day, third album, the very first album I bought of this group, and it would be Kimono My House. Now, I played it 3 times. It's the nice thing about having the physical copy that I can. It's just much more convenient for me to have it in my player, and I want to listen to it 3 times in a row. It's perfect. I have a nice extension cord going right to my earphones. I just kicked my pencil case. It's nothing. It's all good. I keep it in there. See, it's hooked up to my stereo right now. My nice headphones. Every one of these has to be listened to in the headphones. But when I'm listening to it on Spotify, which I'm going to be doing with the ones I don't have, it's not as simple because once it stops, I don't have to worry about it. It stopped. But my computer, oh, everything's kind of crooked a little bit. But on my computer here, right? It, mm, my yeah, I don't have any other settings. When I shut my computer off, I like shutting my computer off when I go to bed and put the music on. Like I have to play if I'm playing it on Spotify, I have to be a little bit more deliberate about listening to it, and yeah, I don't enjoy it as much as when I can just lay down, put it on my stereo, and have my headphones, and it sounds better to me. It sounds just a little bit better to me. Not that I'm saying that Spotify sounds bad per se. It sounds pretty good, especially if they include like a updated version, like a remix or a remaster that I haven't heard before. But does I'm getting beyond the point. These videos are going to be almost all of these are going to be between 10 to 15 minutes. I kind of figured that out. I do have a little extra thing to say at the end of this video that you might find a little interesting. So let's get into the yeah. So, of course, again, as with the first two that I rated and ranked and everything, there's some improvements in that, and I have to be both subjective and objective about this because I'm putting my own feelings, and I'm trying not to let the last year's score influenced this year's score. Although in this one it kind of did because I still went into it knowing a little bit more of this scoring. I kind of forgot what I scored the other two albums, but this one here I was a little bit more familiar. But I didn't let that deter me. Of course, the two first. Well, let's just show it. Let's just get this out of the way. We dive right in like I'm going to be doing this from now on for the rest of this. So yeah, come on my house. This town ain't big enough for both of us. Of course, if you see they didn't change. They got 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, like I did before. Volume myself again, okay? It's a 9.4. I know it's point 0.1 below, and that's just because once the song kind of starts getting going, it's just I'm remembering that first time hearing it. It didn't. I didn't like the way it started. I thought it kind of. It was almost like a. We had two great action songs that were just like rip roaring and very toe tapping and that, and then you get something like a da 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 da. It slowed things down a little bit for me. And so it kind of still reflects that a little bit, but it only gets a slightly smaller score because because it's still a great song. I still love it, and I mean I still love it. But of course, look what happened to Here in Heaven. It got a 10. It got a 10. Thank God it's not Christmas and Hasta Mañana Monsieur. They still kind of stay the same. That is an asset got a little higher because that is just that dun, 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 which I know how to play on the keyboard now. I know exactly how to play that. It's fun, and it's because that is just too catchy. So that's why I got a little extra higher of a score for Talent is an Asset. Went from 9.5 to 9.5. Sorry, 9.8. Complaints still say the same. In my family, I put it down a point, and Equator, I put it down 2 points. I'm sorry. Those are just the lesser songs for me on the album. They are the two weakest songs for me. I'm not crazy for them as much. I don't know. There's something about the flow that even like I'm not a like I like falsetto and certain things, but I'm not crazy for Russell's falsetto in Equator. I know some people love it and it really fits the song. I like the instrumentation, of course. The but yeah, well, just being honest. But of course, look what I did with Barbecue and Lost and Found. They got higher. They got higher. Now, me personally, if I was putting this album together, I would have replaced in my family an Equator with Barbecue and Lost and Found. You know, and have in my family an Equator to be the B side singles of the of whatever of your singles and probably would have been a little bit different, but no, yeah, is it she? And even amateur hour, I got a little bit of a higher mark. I mean, I didn't get a full 10 because I still really like the studio version just a touch better, but because it got like a point 0.7, increase, like raising that score from a 9.346 to a 9.507. So far, it's the highest score out of the three I did so far. The other two didn't even raise above 9. It's still in. They're both in the eights. So yeah, that's a high score. Tomorrow I will be doing propaganda for sure here, and I'll be listening to it tonight. I own it. It was the second album I got, but I'll talk about more about that tomorrow. Yeah, it was my first album that I went and got. Luckily, it was at Frank's Music. Now, since it was the first one I got, it's a little old. And I have to admit, I have got to this weekend when I go to Frank's Music, because I will be going to Frank's Music this weekend. I have got to get some replacement cases because the teeth on this one, as you can might be able to see there, it's they're busted. They're busted. So I have to be a very, very careful with this, and it's yeah. I don't want it flying out, so I have been careful since it only flew out once, no damage. So it's like okay, I don't want that happening again. I cherish these CDs. So yeah, you may not. Most of you, of course, has to know who Larry Graves is, the Canadian stud muffin. This brilliant guy right over here, one of the greatest persons I know, and he's sending me another CD. He's sending me another CD. He's sending me the Claypool Lennon uh, project, I think it's called, or something to that effect. But I know it's great, and I was telling my brother yesterday, okay, joke. It was completely just like not to be not to place any significance on this whatsoever, okay? But it tickles me and it makes me think about Larry's position on that. For me, it'd be a third degree of a connection to the Beatles because to Larry it would be like a 2-degree connection to the Beatles because he's corresponding with Sean Lennon and I mean it's through the multimedia and that, but I'm expecting eventually that they're going to get an interview going. But just that connection that Larry told Larry told Sean that he was going to gift me that gift, right? And and that and that Sean gave me the emoji for the horns as saying cool, right on. So it's just that little third degree connection, like that there's tiny little thread of there's no significance whatsoever, but it just tickles me that there's that little connection to a beetle. I don't know. I find that funny to me. And like I said, absolutely no significance whatsoever. All right, I just thought you find that funny as I did, hopefully, or of course, me, my channel is weird and wonderful. So next month, of course, I don't just talk about. I'm not going to always just talk about Sparks. It's just for this special month. Next month, I'm going to be really looking into how it's all going to be dedicated to Halloween themed. A little spooky, a little weird, wonderful, wacky. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try to be a little bit more lively. I'll wear costumes here and there. I really want to, kind of up it up a little bit for this weekend, Friday coming. Yeah, well, 2 more days. I'll be giving a review of the Creedence Clearwater Revival. That first part that I said I was going to. Now that I've kind of lived with it a little bit, I still need to replay it, but I have kind of played. I had played the live at Woodstock, which I'll be reviewing with that first disc. I'll get to it when I get to it on Friday, but just stay tuned for all this wonderful stuff coming up. All right, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, watch some other videos first. Make sure that you're going to enjoy my channel and that you're they're a good fit for my channel. It's important to me that you enjoy my channel. And then when you feel that I'm good for you and that you do genuinely enjoy my channel, then subscribe. That's what I'm asking. Go watch some other videos. Get my view count up. And all right. So also don't be afraid to hit the like button. Leave me comments. I'm sometimes a little terrible at getting back to some of your comments. There's a couple of comments from yesterday I need to get back to and I need to answer. I gave them channel hearts, so I love your comment. And all right, I'm letting you go now. Everybody, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody. See you tomorrow.